Zero is going to be your champions of the Apex Legends.
LA Thieves, it looks like they're gonna read it, but doesn't make your gunfights any easier.
Oh my God! Mama, he gets the third. He's looking for some more. Immortality applies a little bit of time.
Oh!
What an absolute incredible.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Nucleus eSports. I'm your host, Byron Kent, and today we got a lot of action. Starting off with the ALGS, we got some Valorant Masters highlights. We're back to the 5v5 format of the 2K League and the final week of qualifiers for the Overwatch League and the Call of Duty League. So let's get into it. Last week, I failed to mention that we had one of the biggest tournaments of the year this past weekend. And boy, it was a hell of a watch. Friday and Saturday with the qualifiers, but on Sunday, it was the finals, where everyone had a chance to take home a piece of that $2 million prize pool. But first place took $500,000 home. But the way this finals was structured, teams that hit the 50-point threshold will have game point and will have to win their next match in order to win that first place prize pool. Let's see who did that.
Completely altered his play style for his team, playing Watson instead. But look at this, Team Liquid versus OpTic Gaming. Pound for pound, 3v3 fight. They may have gotten the lower hand against Dreamfire yesterday, but for now, they're looking great. But guess what? Skittlecake's still alive, like he always seems to be as Caustic in these scenarios, and there's no Caustic on Team Liquid.
Exactly why they can't even try to push, but they're still in the line of sight of Team Liquid, as they're going to be able to get fun right back in this fight. Nocturno trying to go for the reset. OpTic Gaming need to go for the reset themselves.
That's right, TSM enters the fray. Team Liquid backs against the wall, need to go big. Let's jump into a listen-in with Team Liquid last alive.
Okay. Alright, good block. Everyone wants these. Sure as me. They're climbing, they're climbing, they're climbing. Just stay alive, man. Dude. Water deep.
It for Team Liquid to the hands of OpTic.
The quick shield swaps, so that way with that gold Evo, he could heal up a lot quicker.
That's right.
Circle slowly closing in, inching, as GMT are the ones that are going to engage first.
That's right. So GMT will force to fight on RG. I think Cloud9 has the win condition here. 2 Seers as well, so they can cancel heals. This is huge. Look at the angles. They're ready to beam, and the team fire is going to come through. The Valkyrie is a little bit far placed, but not going to connect for damage, I don't think. So they're going to have their Valkyrie Q Miss Barrage for a little while. Sweet, playing patient, the calm before the storm.
Look how quick they 3-2-1 Nasty. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
We blinked and he was gone. Yep. He's just a death box right now. As Energy are playing around the little corner, you can see the Caustic trap set up as the bombardment gets set down. C9 now, stay naughty, dancing around the bombardment, but they're going to be forced to drop soon.
And I love that they've defended against these bombardments without popping bubble. They're going to have bubble late here. Here comes the drop from Cloud9. It all comes down to this. NRG, Cloud9. You see Sweet right now with the Volt in his hand. He connects for 80, but he's down to 1 HP. He gets knocked. Cloud9 performing, but Rambo is alive. Rambo is going to queue his way up and find a way to survive. And Rambo wins. Rambo is a monster.
In through this lobby, 10 kills already, and they're looking to try and make it an incredible total.
10 kills already. The last time we saw them, they were hitting a res beacon. So here's Watson, Sarah, Tricky, and Code doing everything they can as the bubble now goes down for AD. AD get that damage. They get the knock on to Scurry too.
And 100 Thieves, they might have lost 2 now, but where are Furia? Furia waiting, they're biding their time, and now here they come.
Here comes Furia. They're ready to bite. They have the low ground. It's now AD versus Furia's. 100 Thieves have fallen. Big damage though onto Sarah, Tricky, but it doesn't matter! At one point, this game looked like a loss.
Longest match point final was 11 games with 12-0. The champions from Sweden playoffs, the first LAN we've had in years. Now playing with Jen Burton. He couldn't compete in the last one. He is here in his first LAN. Can he win a championship in his debut? That is the question. Meanwhile, Watson is hoping that's not the case, as we're now watching Alliance push up. Alliance on match point as well. The Noxious Crash grenade going to come through. The damage is done. Such a wise grenade from Yuki. They're going to bully themselves this roof and high ground. Here comes the fight. Yuki with the flick. Misses the first, but gets the second and third. He needs to connect. He's missing.
Oh, this is so crucial right here. The amazingly placed Nox grenade. You have to dance around the bombardment though. Alliance in a lot of trouble. Hockey's losing out on the shield. Team Liquid get eliminated. Fnatic get eliminated. But we got Legolas Jeez, can he reload the flatline right now? They're playing outside the circle. They're taking way too much damage, but he has little to no cover.
Dan
As
is out.
Alliance gets eliminated.
AD is out, TSM's alive! TSM is looking to do it in dramatic fashion. 5 squads remain. Space Station, Dark Zero, and GMT on match point. OpTic and TSM, our biggest brands in Apex, can play spoiler.
Tia
Is on top in Apex Legends.
Fallout Dark Zero have the best
Mate.
spot.
Forgot to say mate.
It's crazy right now. They are in such a good position. They're gonna see all these teams funnel into their line of sight. They have the natural cover of the tree, the fence line. This circle is gonna be pulling towards that fence line. Space Station needs to do something about this team, and the bombardment is actually gonna force them off.
That's big. SSG on another match point team. He's gonna crack one. Of course, that's also the Gibraltar shield. Here comes Drop, forced to bubble. SSG can just pray now that other teams will fight, and that defensive bombardment's gonna buy him time.
Latifi has the opportunity because he already used the dome, and that's going to be an indicator to TSM and OpTic right behind them. GMT2 trying to take this fight. Too little too late as the bombardment gets called down onto them. They don't have the dome, they just used it.
Gonna pop the shield bat early.
TSM,
TSM.
GMT in trouble.
Out. OpTic Gaming takes out TSM. TSM kills OpTic Gaming. They're taking out each other. Serdell is last alive. He's out. OpTic is out. GMT is out. Space Station Gaming has a chance.
Space Station, you currently out Dark Zero on the other side. You have to be careful here. Or they're going to try to wrap around and they lose out on drops.
TSM the last alive. It's Verholz. It's all up to Verholz. Dark Zero. He's out. Dark Zero looking to go back to back. They take out one. Sharky pushes. Dome shield is placed. And now Dark Zero is going to be your champions of the Apex Legends Global Series. Back to back.
And some fire highlights as usual from my favorite game, Apex. Shouts out to Dark Zero for taking it 2 years in a row. You guys looking pretty good out there. Now let's move on to some Valorant Masters. We're started on Sunday and run through the 24th of July. So there will be games today. We'll have all the ones that you missed. Check it out.
Trademark essentially having no impact, getting droned and pushed. What a
so
play!
good. This
Love
is
it.
so good. The instantaneous pivot, they hear that pit go down and crashes. You just can't find the angle in time. Copious amounts of targets crossing the way, but in a 2v5 situation, okay, gets that one off of Trex, but you're gonna need a miracle still. The way Guild have been moving around the map, so purposeful.
It truly is. They are the kind of team.
That's so good.
That's great awareness as well from Russ to know that that tiny angle was available to Crashies. Now FNS is in a 1v4. Certainly doesn't seem winnable. And Coldament backstabbing again.
17. What a post-plan utility that Guild has still got holding. I mean, shock darts, fragment nade. OpTic's taking their time. Might find themselves in a bit of a sorry scenario, and yet the shock dart's being held. Oh, here we go. Right up against it, and Leo, he's good for it, always.
Oh, Leo's
Another one?
clean.
Oh my goodness. That's going to be the recon dart, but full information going to be gained, and this pistol round is looking more than done and dusted. FNS left alone. No health, no weapon to work with.
And that's a great pistol. It really
Lovely
is.
one converted.
They just rotate their players exactly where they're needed. Triple fight in mid, the Snakebite. A molly that is now being placed. And Marv with his ultimate.
Everything being used now. Took the entire kitchen sink at it. Why not? Safe gets the trade in the end. It's being blocked up, and still he's found 3 in the round, but 2 remaining. Coldament with the flank as well. Victor left alone, and that is going to do it. Guild eventually cleaning it up. The round going their way. The 13th on the board, exactly what they were after.
But OpTic made them sweat for it.
A few fire off and they don't land their mark. Artist punishes stacks. Now we really need to see it go huge for Buzz. There's one. As he tries to protect Mako, but now he's surrounded. Oh god! An awkward fight that Angel comes out on top in. 1-0 for FPX. Another pistol under their belt.
Yeah, just about, especially with the way that started. It looked like it was going to be a relatively clean.
Killed at least one, but Zipan's come through and traded out. Still disadvantage for FPX. That Viper's pit though, looking to make it towards the site. Showstopper pop right now. Space should be taken, should be won because of it. Nade as well, but that doesn't deter them. Stacks with a flash over top. He's only got a sliver of health, and Cider will deal with him. If they get this pit down, it could change the round entirely. But Zest is way ahead of them. the game entirely, 13-6.
Alright, there was no need for that, Tom. There's no need for that at all. There's a peek out of Artis for two, in fact. Solid. That's what we need now. RB coming up through mid's got a few players to deal with. Already found one. He suspects that there's one already snuck past. Xiao is expected and dealt with. Okay, 2v3.
Yeah, the spike is down. I don't know if you'll look in this direction. Oh, he's gonna actually catch our Angel! RB's aggression has just stolen this round from under them. Their feet have been swept and he's ready, but Cider might be able to turn this once again. Another twist in the tail of this round as Marco makes his way. I don't think the spike has actually been spotted, but he's worried about it. I don't really blame him at this point. The thing is though, this could actually give information over to the other side. It also takes away his poison orb, and the thing is, does he actually want to play within the Viper's Pit? No, he's going to go running through. Marco is waiting for him, and again, the RX, they jumping one with the operator and getting Zipan back. Looks unlikely. Is he actually going to try and go for this res?
With 10
I
HP.
feel like it's impossible. He's going to use himself the Nightfall, maybe just getting the spike instead, but this is looking almost done. Just one man standing. Artist who was on that lurk. He's been spotted within middle. It was a fight. It was a back and forth in that first map, but ultimately the last two were decimation.
Retrieve here. Sassy and Les both taking a little bit of damage here. She's going to set up a very, very tight crossfire here on the door. Wait another second or so for this dart to come through. That's the door dealt with.
Door down, FNS first step in. Couldn't get it done, and there's a fob. Loud stabilize. That was a precarious. Carter trying to get out. Does do, gets to the back of the site. Ult invested. Flash goes into short, and the swing comes in. Gonna catch Marked on the way through. One did slip towards Tree, so don't forget about it. And that's past certainly hasn't. But there's FNS. There's that damage on the player that just slipped the net. Got a little bit further ahead from that peak. And FNS, he ain't stopping single-handedly until then as Crashies chimes in with one of his own to make this round look possible in approach. He's fancying it. FNS. But he still gets it, and that spike lost. He's committing to it now. Now you have to get past him, the Guardian on this Aspas. Absolutely unchained, feverish in approach. Look at me, still proactive. And they've succeeded in ways they didn't imagine to in this degree. Now Ye delivers on the other side of the map. The flash comes in, he has to fall away, but the backup is there. And now it's two, Marved and Ye. And look at the gap being closed. Les is already herding them around. Aspas is dominating this round. Yay, you gotta face the music on this one. It's a 1v4. You've had moments, you ain't gonna have it now. Loud picking up map 1.
Some dope Valorant highlights. We're only in the group stages right now, so definitely stay tuned, because there'll be more where that came from. Now let's jump back into some 5v5 2K League action, which we've been missing for a few weeks here. Well, shit, at least I have. Definitely check it out, man.
From the jump, like they were getting that look every single time. They were feeding him. He was cutting that baseline. 76ers just let it slip away from them.
From deep, another rebound by Rain, and he'll finish it off. The lead is 3 for the Pacers, make it 5. shot clock. Ramo working in the paint on Rain. Rain up to 61-59. Pistons regain the lead. That's all they needed. They needed Harris to get involved. Now we got a ball. It does sound like a name you make up, but he came fiercely like Ramo! But they're going to look for it. You know what I mean? You got Ramo, just give him the ball. He gets a board here. And then pain in the history of the league. And Ramo. They just play some
play so many wacky things just so they prove that.
Gonna happen. There's a video game. And that's blocked. Pistons are gonna win. Seconds to go, they cut it to 7. Oh my God! Mama to Hezzy, we got a 5-point game. You gotta call timeout. They did. 80-70. Final seconds here. TWolves are gonna win. They just showed.
Shouts out to Shifty Cock for having a 27-point game and a great pickup out of TWolves this year. Why didn't we pick him up? But let's move on to some Overwatch League, where held their final week of the qualifiers for the Midseason Madness. If you guys ever had to watch Overwatch League on some of those Fridays and Saturday nights where they have their games at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, I don't ever watch those. I just catch the encore, but you guys can catch these highlights.
Toronto Mitch, as I said, you need to kind of win that without giving up everything. Like now you just have this dragon.
Oh my, that is just filthy. Jeez, proper. Finds another one with the pulse bomb attached. Haven't seen too many of those miss from him lately. Who's under a lot of pressure there as well. Sleep on Finale. Proper has another second before he can. Oh, they're body blocking. They're body blocking while they move the bot back. That's nasty. And then they run down Finale. San Francisco know all the dirty tricks and they're not afraid to use them. 50-50 not happening. Stick around, everybody. Map number 2 is around the corner in San Francisco. They've got the fangs out today. Oh, they knocked him off that.
Kaluge, yeah, I mean, they killed him, yeah.
Self-destruct here for Kaluge, but look how deadly Diva is at close quarters. Now pushing into Hisu's face, a self-destruct in tow now. But there are plenty of presents for them to find on the card until, well, Bob absconds. Now it's a matter of getting rid of this Ash. And that will also be completed as well. Here,
I mean, that we've seen in Owl, just like these comps going head-to-head, like where the fights are taking place, like the pace of it, like it's just been a little bit all over the place.
Mirror will have 2 here with that blade. Nicely done. Happy getting brought down. A Vigilante unsure how to deal with that. Right. Yeah, this is a very unique composition from the Titans. See how it plays out again. They really want to try and start the fight, and False is, yeah, looking good already.
I really like it better.
Yeah, you might have that map 5 you were asking for. It is another push map, bear in mind, but the Vancouver Titans here
His field very clean there from Decay. Still that pulse from Aspire is going to be coming out back into the fight in a moment. It's a stick. It's good on Mag. Mirror now with the blade looks to go forward and Vigilante falls. Mirror doesn't need to go for a third, and the Titans will steal the round away. What a roller coaster of emotions.
Smurf is nearly on flux, by the way.
Prophet contest once more. The pulse pump goes out. It's going to be just eaten by the Immortality field. Creative managing to find one, but Prophet does get taken down. So it supports finding DPS, but now Smurf will die just moments before he was going to be able to get that flux online. Cleanup is there. It's going to be just over 4 minutes now here in the time bank for the Fusion on the second phase. The Streets attack. Not force him out, but they do deny him getting any value from that. Oh my goodness, what a lobbing from Prophet. Is a Hail Mary toss, manages to find the target, gets in on top of Aim God. Now he's looking for Fixa, who's really got nowhere to go. Prophet takes the health pack away from him. Just to really ensure victory. Somewhat predict, knocked down to about half HP, but able to get sustained back up to full HP. Here's the overclock, instant headshot on the Stalker. Massive pickoff, he's looking for another target. Sees Vinheim there for just a moment. He's around the train car, tries to send a shot over towards his little tippy toes, won't manage to make it hit.
Right, that will force Fusion off the payload, and that gives you a cap. But just dead.
Wait a minute, what? Two great shots from MN3. He gets a third. He's looking for some more. Immortality Field buys a little bit of time, but what an absolute incredible volley from MN3, shutting them down one after the other.
Outside some of the eSports League news, we actually had some organization news. OpTic and NV Gaming are merging together. OpTic Gaming owner Hector Rodriguez announced on a podcast with the Chief Gaming Officer Mike Rafael that the NV Gaming name is now being taken over by OpTic Gaming. NV Gaming and OpTic Gaming merged in November 2021 and created the Call of Duty team OpTic Texas, which was formerly Dallas Empire. NV Gaming Chief Officer stated, "We still own the brand and we could still potentially do something in the future if we wanted to. But it just made more sense to me to put all our resources into OpTic because that's where we're really going to grow our business, and that's a fact." So games that NV organization is really established in, such as Rocket League, Valorant, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Gears of War, and more, might be seeing a name and a logo change to the OpTic brand. Also, Super Smash Bros. Melee player Justin Wizrobe Pollock is now OpTic Gaming. But the Overwatch team, the Dallas Fuel, won't be touched. It's ingrained in the Overwatch community. A dope move. Looking forward to seeing, OpTic Gaming and some of the other esports that we're not used to seeing them in. But now let's move on to some Call of Duty, which is their last week of their qualifiers for their Major 4. Their homestead will take place in New York. And right now, we got a lot of different teams on top of the standings in this one, such as New York, Boston, London. Let's see if some of those guys can keep it up to make bracket play. Let's take a look at it.
Which does mean they want to push this hard and fast. They tried not only take these players out, but then rotate for this next hill straight away, and it all comes down to judging it. You can already see a London player slipping the net.
Oh my god, oh my god.
2-0, trying to make a bit of a rule here. Afro might try and be a hero player again. Brings it back to a 2 versus 2. And he's just running about. He does not want to get pinned down by this FaZe team. And it looks like they might commit to A here. He's going to pop out at the wrong time. Afro, did they see what they did? It as a chance from a BZ, and Afro says, "Thank you very much." Celium, I think, also saw him at the same time. And it's Chaotic, and Zero is going to go for this one straight away, and Celium somehow gets away from it as well, and not going to be able to get that turn up. Gizmo and Zero get it as well. They're back into it, and Afro going to be on the flag. He's looking for the players, finds a 2-piece, and they're now coming off a spawn, and Afro's going for the chow, because of course he is, and Celium.
Yeah, 5-game losing streak for Kabuto, but if you're Boston Breeze, the main focus has to be just your hold percentage. They are second in rotation, fourth in hold.
And it's Methods doing the work. We haven't seen Methods on the Voodoo Hardpoint do quite this well in a little while, but he's back on form. But there is no reinforcements near, no trades. Cammy goes down. Insight last alive. That's a gun. But they have to get past Vivid, and somebody is snuck. It's going to be Babs, of course it is. He's found his way through, and so has the entirety of Ultra.
Big play. Late play right there from Bad's attack.
2 versus 2, and Bats is in trouble. TJ is ready for him, and he's just stuck, and he's going to get taken down.
Grid, Paco on point, as good as it gets for the opening of the game.
Got him to bed. That hot point's theirs.
Down by 40, need a good break, and well, he's off for LA Thieves, but in all honesty, only for the final 25 seconds, and that's only if they can get it. Nade's coming through, late Chow's coming through, just for a lineup for Octane. But
Flex tries to find something. Draza's going to keep the play going. Crim's in next. Will he be able to take down Draza? Here he goes, and the fight does get it. Kismet gets into the battle a little bit late, and it's a massive bit of work out of Crim. The GOAT's on a 4, and the time ticking now for New York.
Oh, dude, make it number 5, thinking about the glide, but honestly, this is just phenomenal spawn awareness coming out of the subliners, literally from start to finish on this hill, and Crim now making moves when the pressure comes in, the nade spy through, he dips to down low. And LA Thieves, it looks like they're gonna read it, but doesn't make the gunfight any easier. Another 2-piece for Crim. I believe like his 4th of the game, the glide. I guess Kismet eventually falls, but the trades do come through, and a 2 versus 3 on this retake, a little bit of time. And actually, that ends up working out perfectly, 2v2.
And he makes a shot. Saves his teammate. Fallen Hydra. Here comes Hydra. Here he goes. Less than 20 seconds, keeping it safe. Oh my word! Draza gets both of them. Oh my! What a round, LA Thieves.
Yeah, I think Paris.
Woo! Definitely gonna be looking forward to next week when that bracket play come in. Different teams, different faces that I'm not used to covering. So, to me, definitely gonna be lit. Hope it's lit for y'all too. And I hope this episode was lit for y'all, because this is it. I'm your host, Byron Kent, and this is Nucleus eSports.